The greatest hunters of the Australian skies are known as raptors or birds of prey. You might know them as eagles, falcons, hawks and owls. Raptors all have common features: a hooked beak, strong feet with sharp talons, keen eyesight and a carnivorous diet. Raptors hunt to survive. Their lives depend on it. To be a successful hunter, they also need optimal fitness and endurance. But if a raptor is hurt, injured or ill, Healesville Sanctuary's Wildlife Hospital is where many land for expert help and care. Our veterinary team treat raptors for all issues, whether it's a broken wing, an injury sustained being caught in a barbed wire fence, being hit by a car or being orphaned. But that's just the beginning of the story. Some injuries can take weeks or months to heal. Fitness suffers and rehabilitation becomes one of the most critical steps in a raptor's recovery. The new Raptor Rehabilitation Centre is designed and purpose-built for this rehabilitation journey. The circular design of the building provides birds with the opportunity for continuous flight, which builds fitness and endurance. Along with that, raptors can navigate changes in direction, gain height, land and take off. A hands-off approach with as little human interaction as possible ensures that the wildness of these birds is preserved. The day of release is the ultimate milestone in the journey of a raptor's recovery. That's what Healesville Sanctuary's Raptor Rehabilitation Centre is all about. Second chances achieved through veterinary excellence in this spectacular, one-of-a-kind centre leading the world in raptor care and rehabilitation.
Right, well hopefully that gives some sense of the project. I'll flick to a more traditional slideshow now. So the project is at Healesville Sanctuary, which is just to the south of the town of Healesville in Badgers Creek on Wurundjeri land, and sits in the sort of shadow of Mount Riddle and Bunjil. I'm just trying to see why this is not full screening with the normal way. Hang on.
Yeah, so that's Mount Riddle to the right of the frame, also known as Dara. That's a sacred mountain, and we were really lucky to have a lot of engagement with Mary Dinty, who is an elder at the Wurundjeri people during this project, during the design process.
Yes, and it appears full screen, but maybe the video has destroyed full screen mode.
Let's just open it up again, sorry. Thank you.
Great, thanks. So the project's immediate context is both a natural one and a zoological one and an architectural one. So there are several significant projects in the immediate precinct. The Raptor facility here, Minifie Nixon's 2005 animal hospital building, and our project to a large extent is an extension to that building, particularly in terms of program, to some extent, and immediately adjacent, not physically connected to it. There is a relationship to it. Gregory Burgess's World of the Platypus from 1994, State Award-winning building, and also from 2005-2006, Cassandra Fay's BHP Platypussery, which is somewhat lost now in the context of the park. This landscape here, also at the time of the original hospital, was by Rush Wright, and new landscape interventions around the perimeter of this building by Schored Projects, Sophie Doring. And really this sits on the edge of the park, on the eastern edge, and straddles the sort of public areas and the extensive back of house areas, and that really also describes the project. So kind of, as you saw in the video, you got a sense it's an open top project, 2 layers of mesh and netting at the top to keep birds in and out, and then a relatively solid, and this is what's key to the model, perimeter of timber. This is the plan. It's essentially a 6 by 6 metre wide, 6 metre high flyway, And birds fly around here well in excess of 100 kilometres an hour as part of their rehabilitation process, as you heard, coming out of the hospital. They're tending to fly anti-clockwise at the moment. There's a small building in the centre, it's the back of house building, and a series of holding rooms. So the building is mostly external space. So in terms of a sort of section J line, it's very small. This is the section that's through the Minifie Nixon building, and then to the creek through here, Coronut Creek, which forms part of a flood plain, a lot of flood modelling. Here's a bit of crude modelling of the Minifie Nixon building, and this building is essentially a donut. 2 minutes left. This is the relationship to the Minifie Nixon building here, and this is the structural system. It's essentially an exoskeleton steel frame with timber on the outside, and this is to keep the interior smooth. This is a test panel as we're going up, and cladding on the inside with timber to keep that free of protrusions except perches. This is at the opening event. The sanctuary served donuts.
It's the perfect diagram.
Really delicious donuts. These are Rhiannon Slatter's photos. So to finish off, this is a little journey through the project. So it opens up. There's a big entry and a smaller airlock type entry. So public can come in. There's limited public engagement, but it does work for that. This is through the sort of airlock into the flyway with some vertical light strips. And then this is the sense of the perimeter flyway condition. And it can be configured in different ways through a series of large curtains that can close off the space into a series of different flyways, more traditional linear flyways, but the revolutionary thing here is it's a circular flyway. This is one of the holding rooms, and these are a couple of birds in flight, and this is the first flight, and it worked successfully. It was a $2.8 million experiment, but it succeeded. This is the back of house area.
Yep, so this is where surgeries and caretaking would happen.
This is the project in the early evening. Thank you.